The question says a person has 60 euros made up of €1 and 50-cent coins, and he has 78 coins altogether. If the number of €1 coins is X and the number of 50-cent coins is Y, write down two equations. Okay, so we're going to have X plus Y is equal to 78 coins, because X is the number of €1 coins and Y is the number of 50-cent coins. So when you add them both together, you're going to get 78 coins. Let me just rub that and make it a proper 8. Now, each X coin is worth €1. So my next equation is going to be X, that's €1, and each Y coin is worth 50 cents. So that's equal to like a half of euro. And that's equal to 60 euros. 60 euros. I'll make that a euro. I'll just make it a euro sign actually. Okay, so X plus half Y is equal to 60 euros. And then I can solve that as I do normally. I can subtract. I can go Y minus a half Y is a half Y. And 78 minus 60 is equal to 18. And then I multiply both sides by 2. Y is equal to 36. So there are 36 50-cent coins. And then if I plug that back into X plus 36 is equal to 78, I get X is equal to 42. So there are 42 euro coins and there are 36 50-cent coins. There's another way I can do that as well, and I'll just show you over here. We still get the X plus Y is equal to 78. In order to avoid this half of a Y, because the X's are individual euros and the Y's are 50 cents, which is half a euro, I can also do this. I can go 100x, so that's like each one of these X's is 100 cents, and each one of the Y's is 50 cents, and that's equal to 60 euros. Okay, 60 euros. But 60 euros, since I've now changed them into cents, I need to make my 60 euros into cents as well. So that's going to give me 60 and another 6,000. Now I need to multiply this equation here by 100. So I'm going to get 100x plus 100y is equal to 7,800. And then I subtract. I'm going to subtract this one, take away this one. So 100 take away 100 is 0. 100y take away 50y is 50y. And 7,800 take away 6,000 is equal to 1,800. So y is equal to 1,800 divided by 50, which is equal to 36. So y is equal to 36, the same as we got over here. So there are two ways to do it. One is like this, okay, using them as euros, and the other one is converting them into cents over here. But the answer is still the same. X equals 42. Y equals, okay? This is a nice question. The sum of the father and the ages of the father and the son is 52. 8 years ago, the father was 8 times as old as the son. So 8 years ago, he was 8 times as old. So if the father is now X and the son is Y, write two equations and solve them to find the value of X and Y. Now I can say that X plus Y is equal to 52. Now 8 years ago, the father was 8 years younger. So the father was X minus 8 years ago. And 8 years ago, he was 8 times as old as the son. He was 8 times as old as the son. Well, how old was the son 8 years ago? His son was Y minus 8 years ago. So if you are, say, 15 years of age, 8 years ago, you were equal to 7 years of age, weren't you? 15. So if you're X years of age today, 8 years ago, you're X minus 8 years ago. Then we can multiply that out. We're going to get X minus 8. X minus 8 is equal to 8y minus 64. And I'm going to get X minus 8y is equal to minus 64. And then when I add 8 to both sides, it becomes plus 8. And that's going to give me minus 56. So now I have two equations. I've got this one and I have this one. Now, okay, I wrote out the questions of the two equations, should I say. I've written out the x plus y is equal to 52 and the x minus 8y is equal to minus 56. So now I'm going to subtract to get rid of the x's. So let's do this. X minus, so which am I subtracting from which? I can subtract 1, this one here, take away the bottom one. So x minus x is equal to 0. Y minus 8y is y plus 8y. That's 9y. 9y. Gosh, I'm making a mess of this. Writing stuff. 9y. And it's equal to 52 minus 56 is equal to 108. It's 52 minus 56, which is 52 plus 56, which is 108. And that means y is equal to 12. And if y is equal to 12, then I plug back into this equation here. I'm going to have x plus 12 is equal to 52. So therefore x is equal to 40. So there you have it. The dad is equal to 40 and the son is equal to 12. So 40 and 12 is 52.